Namashivaya. My name is DHIRAJ. I am from AIE-A section. Roll number 52. My character is Yudhishitira. Now I am going to present about him. Yudhishitira is the eldest of Pandava brothers, represents dharma or righteous living in the Mahabharata. He is known for his honesty, sense of justice, and the strong moral values. Throughout his life, he faces many hardships such as exile, war, but he always tries to choose what is right over what is easy. Even when he makes mistakes, he accepts them and learns from them. As a king, Yudhishthira believed that true leadership means caring for the welfare of the people. His character shows us that following dharma is difficult, but it is essential for a just and meaningful life. Divine birth and noble origins. Celestial lineage. Yudhishthira was born to King Kunti through a divine blessing, and his celestial father was Yama, who is the god of justice and the Dharma. This divine origin explains why truth, morality, and righteousness were central to his character. Dharmaraja. He was also known as Dharmaraja, meaning King of Dharma. Because of his deep commitment to ethical living and moral responsibility, this title reflected not just his status, but the way he lived his life. Steadfast in battle. The name Yudhishthira means one who remains steady in battle. His strength was not just physical but moral. Even in difficult situations and moral conflicts, he remained calm, patient, and faithful to his principles. The crown prince and the kingdom's heir. Heir apparent and succession dispute. As the eldest of Pandavas, Yudhishthira was the rightful heir to the throne of Hastinapura because of his strong moral values and commitment to Dharma. However, his claim led to conflict with his cousins Duryodhana, resulting in the Pandavas being unfairly exiled. Transformation of Indraprastha. Despite these hardships, Yudhishthira later proved his ability as a ruler by transforming a barren land into the prosperous city of the Indraprastha. This showed his vision, just leadership, and ability to turn moral principles into real progress, making Indraprastha a true center of Dharma. The game of dice a turning point. Yudhishthira, known for his commitment to Dharma, is invited to a game of dice that is secretly rigged against him. Bound by duty and royal honor, he accepts the challenge. During the game, he loses everything like his kingdom, his wealth, his brothers, and even his wife Draupadi. This tragic event marks a major turning point in the Mahabharata. The game of dice leads to deep moral and crisis injustice, setting the stage for the Great War and changing the fate of the Kuru dynasty forever. Exile and trail values of virtue. Yudhishthira and his brother spent 13 years long in exile, living without their kingdom or royal comforts. During this time, he remained commitment to Dharma, choosing humility, patience, and truth even in hardship. In the final year, he lived in disguise as Kanka, a simpler courtier in the kingdom of Matsya. This experience taught him the value of humility and strengthened his understanding of leaderships beyond power and wealth. Beyond the physical suffering, Yudhishthira also faced moral and psychological tests. One of the most important was Yakshaprashna, where he answered difficult ethical questions, proving his kingdom and deep understanding of Dharma under immense pressure. The Kurukshetra War leadership in battle. As the leader of the Pandavas, Yudhishthira was forced to lead an army to reclaim their rightful kingdom after years of injustice. Though he disliked violence, he believed it was his duty to fight for dharma when all efforts for peace has failed. Before the war and even on the battlefield, he showed deep respect for elders like Bhishma and Drona by seeking their blessings. This reflected his strong moral values and his struggle to balance justice with compassion. During the war, Yudhishthira led with patience, careful judgment, and ethical responsibility. He was not driven by glory, but by righteousness, ensuring that even in war, moral principles were upheld. Aftermath, King and Astic, a reign for wisdom and dharma. After the Kurukshetra war, Yudhishthira accepted the throne and ruled the Kuru kingdom for many years. His reign was guided by wisdom, justice, and compassion. As he worked to restore peace and heal a land devastated by war, renunciation and spiritual pursuit. Later in life, realizing the temporary nature of power, Yudhishthira choose to renounce his kingdom. He gave up his throne to pursue spiritual truth, showing that true fulfillment lies not in authority, but in self realization and detachment. Ascension to heaven, the ultimate reward. In the end, Yudhishthira achieves something unique. He ascends to heaven in his physical body. This rare honor is a reward for his lifelong commitment to truth, righteousness, and dharma. At the gates of heaven, he refuses to enter without his loyal dog, who had followed him faithfully. This moment shows Yudhishthira's deep compassion and loyalty, proving that true righteousness lies in empathy and faithfulness, not rituals one. His ascendant reminds us that dharma is ultimately about kindness, integrity, and staying true to one's value till the very old. Yudhishthira's legacy, the eternal guide to righteousness. Paragon of justice. Yudhishthira stands a symbol of justice and ethical leadership. His rule was guided by truth, fairness, and a deep sense of moral responsibilities, so that making him an ideal example of righteous governance. Human complexity. At the same time, he was deeply human. His flaws, especially his weakness for gambling, remind us that Dharma is not about perfection, but about the learning from mistakes and choosing the right path again. Spiritual fulfillment. Ultimately, Yudhishthira life ends in spiritual fulfillment. His renunciation and ascendant to heaven show that a life lived with integrity, compassion, and perseverance leads to true liberation. His legacy continues to guide us towards what it truly means to live right, righteous. Thank you.